What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vontae, the first, back again for another video. As you guys can see from the title, it's gonna be a theory video. Not a reaction review. I did that earlier. Go check that out. Well, not earlier. I'm tripping. I did JJK earlier. My bad, yo. I did My Hero on Friday. See, the days just be so close together. You know, I'm human. Nah, all jokes aside though, as you can see from the title, this video is specifically towards the second and third one for all users and what I think is the deal with them. I've been thinking, I was like, damn, like what could be the actual good reason as to why they're the ones that are very, excluded from the rest of the bunch. They're again, facing the wall. They've been blacked out in silhouettes for hella long. Horror Coach, you love teasing us with a lot of plot points, especially major ones like this one. So, you know what I'm saying? He just keep doing that shit to us. Whatever. But, the two users though, those two users specifically, I'm just very interested, of course everybody else is too, about their situation. And a lot of people already know about the infamous theory about the time travel theory with Bakugo and Kirishima and all that. A lot of people hate that theory. So Horror Coach, don't you dare, you know what I'm saying? Don't bury yourself. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Don't bury yourself alive, man. Please. Just make sure you do the right things, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure you are doing the right things. You know, I got faith in you, my boy. But yeah, that's pretty much like the most popular and it's the most infamous and controversial as well. Another theory is just the simple mediocre, like, oh, they're probably bad guys or whatever, or they did something wrong with the power or something like that. But I have a different theory that I haven't seen nowhere else online that I just thought about randomly after kind of just looking back at a certain panel. And in this video, I have no evidence. I have nothing really. There's really not much analysis that I got from looking at the chapters or watching the anime. Nothing really. It just popped into my mind like, okay, maybe this can be a reason, because it has to be very controversial, right? That they are excluded from the rest of the bunch, or it looks like they're doing it purposely. Like they're the ones that don't want to be with the rest of the bunch, not the reverse. So I'm like, okay, it has to be a really good reason as to why. So the first user, as you guys can see on the screen, he says, now, play nice. You two have to cooperate with our successor. He needs your help to unleash his full power. The way that the first user was talking to him, it felt like he was kind of, I guess belittling is not the right word to use. So that's more of a negative, you know? It's more so of a jokingly type of negative. Or maybe it's like him sunning them in a way. I don't know. That's how I got from. That's what I got from it. That's how I interpreted it. You know, because like they seem like they're very like reluctant or rebellious against like the rest of the everybody else, and they just want to be far from the rest of the bunch. Because as we've seen from that chapter, everybody was talking to Deku. They're all game with him, trying to help him cultivate his power and all that. But these two, they haven't been saying shit. We haven't even seen their faces. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? None of that. So the way he's talking to him, I feel like he knows them. Obviously he does, because he was the one that passed it down to one of them, and then the other one passed it to the third one. So with my theory, I think that these two one for all users, second and third users, are the sons of All for One. Now, another reason why I'm saying that is because, for one, like I said, the first user knows them. Obviously he was in the same time period as them, right? He had to pass on his power to one of them. And two, the way that, like I said earlier about him kind of like quote unquote sunning them, he's saying like, now play nice, you two. You have to cooperate with our successor. That sounds like something an older, individual mentor or something, or like an uncle or a dad or an older brother, something like that, older cousin, something like that. That's what it makes me feel like. He's talking to him like uncle to nephews or something, right? Another reason why this one is very just out there. For one of the reasons why I think that this is possibly the reason why they're like this, that these are possibly All for One sons, is the fact that, okay, so I seen you guys, if you guys don't know, I'll put it down in the description. Hexamendles, they do a lot of great colorings with a lot of these chapters from My Hero, Jujutsu Kaisen, and a whole bunch of other shit. Like I said, I'm gonna put the link down below in the description. Immaculate drawing, just beautiful. But yeah, so I seen that for the second user, the one that looks more like the quote-unquote Bakugo, he had like white or grayish hair in that illustration. And I know it's just their view on how they would look, their coloring, how they think, when characters that we haven't seen in anime yet, that's just how a lot of illustrators do. But I don't know, it just made me like unsee it now. Like now I just see like white or gray hair from him, you know. And then the other one's hair looks like brighter as well, so it's like white, like, you know. So that's what I'm thinking, like, okay, maybe he is all for one son. They are all for one sons. Another reason is because, like, usually, right, it would be a lot easier for Horikoshi to only use one user that's like in silhouettes, that's blacked out, that we don't know about, you know what I'm saying? It would be very easy, and he could do anything with that. He could explain it in so many different ways, you know. But the fact that he chose two people is so interesting to me, because there has to be some kind of bond between them, you know. So I'm thinking they're probably brothers, right? And I feel like that'll be a really interesting plot twist. And for All For One, like, I guess, well, One For All, the first user, he might have wanted to like help basically take down their father because he was doing hella bullshit or something. Maybe he abused those two or neglected them, and then he took them in or something like that. Or maybe it was kind of the opposite, and they had ended up getting the power, and they maybe tricked the first user into giving them the power through All For One's orders or something, so that he could try to get it. And then shit didn't work out. They fought their dad or something like that, and then they had to pass down the power to the fourth user, as we see in the Danger Sense Corp. So yeah, that's just my theory. It's not really too long, not a lot of evidence or nothing really to back it up too much. But I feel like it'll be interesting. I honestly kind of wish that Horikoshi does do this, because there's really no other great explanations in my opinion that can actually answer as to why he was teasing us so much with these two. Like I said, just having them being bad guys or something, okay, but I want something deeper. And I think that the relationship with All For One and One For All will be a lot deeper as well. And then at the same time, having them be like Kirishima and Bakugo, nah, we ain't trying to do no time travel. We ain't doing none of that. All right, we don't want no controversy. All right, we just want it to be very solid or very great, you know. And also maybe they could be One For All sons. Who knows? Maybe he wanted to, like, you know, have kids, and that's like a constant theme in the show. Like when Endeavor wanted to have kids for, you know, power, a certain cause. Maybe he wants a kid. He wanted kids to have a certain cause, obviously to take down his brother, and then he entrusted them to keep passing it down or whatnot. So it could be his sons, but I think maybe it'll be All For One sons, just the way that they're so, like, I don't know. But they might have some kind of something against their father as well. Who knows? We'll see. But now that I think about it, though, the first user, he does look younger, so I wouldn't think that I mean, wait, no, that doesn't, I mean, whatever, it don't ever matter. He could have probably died when they were like, nah. I think it has to be All For One's sons, because he's older, and it makes sense for him to, like, for them to be old enough to already learn about this power and all that. Because if it was the first user, they would have to be like maybe kids or like toddler or something. Because the first user, he still looks pretty much the same like he looked when he first got his powers. And I'm assuming he's like a young adult, so yeah, it wouldn't make sense for them to know about all this shit, you know. Unless no, never mind. I'm tripping. I'm wild. No, that doesn't make sense. See, now it's turning into, okay, the video is gonna be a little longer. Fuck it. All right, y'all gonna watch this thing. All right, like I said, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got no evidence, no nothing. I don't even have no script for this shit. This is all just me just thinking this shit and looking at this panel right in front of me, like I already put early on in the video, you know what I'm saying? But maybe there's a possibility that the first user could have gave it to one of them when they were like a baby or a toddler or like a young kid or something like that, and then eventually they learn. But then that wouldn't be a very convenient or efficient way for them to learn about the power and shit. Then they'd be like, oh wow, I had to, like, they wouldn't know when to pass it on. So I'm thinking maybe since All For One gave him some stockpile quirk, you know, the power, the One For All itself, maybe he was like, I guess he tried to mimic that just because he got it. He's like, oh, maybe I can do the same thing. So that's how he learned that he could pass it down to his nephews or something like that, or to one of the nephews, and then his nephew passed it down to the next one, and then all the way up until we got Deku right now. So yeah, this is my theory. I'll leave it at that. Let me know down below if you like it, or if you have any other, you know, I don't know, something else about the theory. Who knows? Like, let me know if you have a theory that was similar to this, or this one was actually one of your theories or something like that, and we could talk about it, because I really like this. I fuck with it a lot. I think it's very plausible, very, very plausible, and I can't think of really any other good or great way to actually tie this in and make it make sense, because time travel, like I already said, we already established that shit we ain't down with that. Mediocre bad guy thing is like, they can do that, but it's not going to be fulfilling to us at all, so it's whatever. But yeah, like I tell you guys in every video, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. I'll see you all in the next video, especially on Friday, next Friday, for that My Hero Academia. Maybe we'll get our answers there, who knows. But until then, I'll see y'all guys. See y'all, I'm fucking up my outro. Let me backpedal. I'll see you guys all in the next video, so I hope you guys have a good one then.